Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Very happy to be here. This is my first time, by the way. I'm making a presentation in a movie theater, so thanks to the CEO of Kineapolis for welcoming us. Solvay, you mentioned it, is not 260 years. It's 160 years old, which is, I think, most of the Belgium citizen know Solvay. Obviously, our founder, Ernest Solvay, started this company in this beautiful country 160 years ago. Today, we're multinational, and we were multinational since World War I, but 10 billion today. We pride our 21,000 people around the world, 64 countries, 100 sites. We are very much well distributed, so 1/3 in Europe, 1/3 in the Americas, and 1/3 in Asia Pacific in a way. Then when you have a crisis like COVID-19, we could actually rely on other regions to really hold our business. Since 2019, I was nominated in 2019. I had the honor to lead this beautiful company. We did a lot, actually. We deleveraged our balance sheets. For me, a good debt ratio is important by 2.8 billion. Actually, it's 33% less debt than what we had in 2019. And we increased our free cash flow. I like free cash flow more than any other indicator. We were a bit lagger in 2015-16. Now we are above 35%. We did 37.6% last year, which is extremely important. So during COVID-19, we could deliver cash. We didn't suspend or stop our dividends, which is important for investors like you. We didn't waste a good crisis. It is Churchill who said that, not me. So we delivered almost 390 million euro of savings in 3 years structurally. This is not at all temporary savings out of the 500 we promised by 2024. So we are 80%, already there. And the return on capital employed, I believe a good company needs to have a good free cash flow and need to have a good return on capital employed. We were around 8% when I joined the company, so a bit, flirting with WACC, the cost of capital. Last year we did 11.4%, which is really good. So having a good return on capital employed is extremely essential. So why you should invest in a company and management team is when they deliver, and they deliver on their promise. This was our promise by 2024, our strategic plan. The good news and why we move on with another chapter of Solvay is that we delivered on our growth strategy. We delivered on all the KPI, on our EBITDA, growth, on our free cash flow. We have a good return today. Our cost reduction is great, and our balance sheet is actually 1.7 debt ratio, so it is the lowest since 2015. But the non-financial is as important as the financial. We pride our people engagement. The engagement is how many employees are proud to work at Solvay, and they will actually recommend the company to their friends. So they love to work in the company. 80% is in the top ranks. Solvay One Planet is our climate. We did almost double what Paris required from us. We joined Paris Agreement in 2019, and since then we are cutting our emissions and almost doubling the requirements of Paris, which is a big deal for us. And today we have 36 energy transition to cut our emissions. This is around 1.4 million cars off the road every year. Solvay Solidarity Fund, in the middle of the crisis, we ask our employees, our actually leaders, the investors, and thanks to family investors and other investors in Belgium specifically, who donated 15 million euros to the Solvay Solidarity Fund. Since then, we distributed 9 million to 6,000 families around the world, including the victim of the floods, and more recently, 1 million euro to the International Red Cross for the Ukrainian victims. And Solvay One Dignity, we pride. We have now senior leadership community with almost parity in it. 49% are women, because it's important that we continue to bring diversity, inclusion, and equality in our business. So why now? Why we are getting into the next chapter is because we are ready. We delivered on our strategy 3 years ahead of time. We get fit through the crisis. COVID-19 was tough on us, but we emerged very strong as a company. Every business is delivering, every business. 2021, as you said, was a record year, double digits in EBITDA, in return on capital employed, in cash. our solution business, the yellow one in the middle, was the one underperforming. So we asked them to improve their return on capital employed, and they did it in the past 3 years. We have strong financial foundation. We have the best-in-class business leaders. Our people are really good. And we have unified culture. Solvay is also a result of many acquisitions we've done in the past 10 years. And now we're proud that we built that unified culture, a winning culture. So solution business is now ready to go either to the resilient cash box or the growth box. And this is the 6+4. So what we have announced last week, and it has been a defining moment for us and a historical moment, is that Solvay is going to launch 2 independently traded companies in Belgium, headquartered here. So our nationality is Belgium, and we will stay here, to allow them to be better focused on their strategies, and you will see they are very different, to prioritize the resources. They are not unlimited, to have different operating model, because we have commodity businesses and we have specialty businesses. Capital structure are going to be optimized to really allow them to grow and unleash their potential. They will continue with their sustainability roadmap. We have now a decarbonization plan for both entities, and obviously to retain and bring the best talent who are suited for each entity. And obviously in investment thesis, some of you love the dividend, the value, and some of you want the growth, stock, and some of you want both. So we will give a choice to our shareholders to own both or one of the 2. The essential those are monotechnologies. They were present and needed in the past, today, and in the future. The best example is triple glazing. That's what you need in your building, right? It protects you from the heat, from the cold. It protects you against, any problems. So that's a technology which we started our business with 160 years ago, and is still there. In auto, it's silica for tires, for your replacement. Everybody would need a tire at one point of time in transportation. Health and environment, we are cutting emissions in those ferries, right? So we clean the air. And we have many, many other technologies like peroxide, which is disinfecting in your gels. For example, you have peroxide. So it protects you against viruses. So those are essential chemicals. They were, again, needed in the past, in the present, and in the future. 4 billion euro company, which will be actually very much on cost savings, on process technologies, on really leveraging and being very simple and being a yield cash generating company. The second one is called Specialty Co. For the moment is 6 billion euro. And you see we are number 1 and number 2 in every business we have and we serve. You say this in transportation. Today we are internal combustion engine car, but there is no EV. All batteries has Solvay inside. So with the EV and batteries, and we estimate by 2030 that half of the car production will be electric or hybrid, Solvay will double its opportunity in terms of market share and revenues. And we are also in electronic, your smartphone, your connectivity today. We are in smart devices, in semiconductors. So the world needs our product to produce more semiconductors. We are in consumer, in natural vanilla. You enjoy us in your cakes and chocolates. If they use natural vanilla, we are the world leader in biotechnologies, be it for, chocolates, but also in your bio shampoo. So very much about growth and profitable growth of the top line. So that's the Specialty Co. So why today is because we are ready. We are ready. We are ready with 2 different strong industry leaders. 6+4, they are really big. They are big players against their peers. They will have the financial returns to really, unleash their potential, attract the right talent, strong foundations with the growth strategy. You know that we deliver. We have a track record and have a strategic flexibility to continue growing the business, and with the full support of our Solvay shareholders. You know that we have a reference shareholder here in Belgium, and obviously last week they are supporting this project. So the projects will last 18 months, 12 to 18 months, and obviously after these projects we will have an exceptional AGM to really launch these beautiful 2 champions. Thank you.